Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Ideal Ego Pokemon. Rekka here, and at this time I've already completed an entire set of rank 20 battles. And shown here is my legendary encounter reward that is notable for trainers reaching rank 20. So I did it. On that first set, getting 3 wins, I was able to get the Tornadus Terianon. As the reward, when I reach rank 20 after, let's say, 250 battles, yes, I think that was the correct number of battles, before I reached it. So anyway, let's head on to the team introduction. Okay, now heading on to the team. So if some of you may have noticed the thumbnail, I'm running my own Flygon, but unfortunately it doesn't have the Community Day move, which is Earth Power, because yet again I didn't attend the previous Community Day of Trapinch, I think way back October 2019, but nonetheless, Flygon still has Dragon Claw that can charge pretty quickly as well because of Mudshot, and I'm pairing it off with both a water type, which is Pelipper and Jellicent, because they're just very good against fighting types, especially Jellicent with the Ghost, and even with the electric type weaknesses, Flygon can cover it up pretty well, because Dragon and Ground has a triple resistance, which will cover both the double weakness of Pelipper and normal weakness of Jellicent to electric types. So okay, now moving on to the first battle, I was met with an Alolan Raichu, and that was a very bad lead for me. So I switched anyway to my Jellicent to well, just tank the Thunder Shocks, and rather Thunder Punch, because I think, yes, Volt Switch is the best move now for Raichu and the Alolan Raichu. So after getting a shield off my opponent and myself, I've now switched to my Flygon, which will... Okay, I took out my foe's Alolan Raichu with just one Dragon Claw, but now she sent out her Skarmory, and the Dragon Claw will be resisted. So at least the switch timer came off, and it's now my Pelipper against my opponent's Skarmory. I took a Sky Attack, which is fine because I'll just respond back with the Weather Ball, which was my only move that time, but eventually I'll get to the Hurricane second move, if I get, of course, the 50,000 Stardust and the 75k Stardust as well to my Flygon on a future battle, of course, because having second move is still a very good way to get out certain matchups. But now my Jellicent's in the red, but I beat the Skarmory, and now I'm met with a Swampert. So when I saw the Swampert, it was pretty much good game for me, because this Dragon Claw will just do chip damage, and I have no more shields because of that Alolan Raichu, and well, there's a Hydro Cannon, it one-shots me, and okay, game over. Because, well, usually Swampert lands 2 Hydro Cannons to take out 2 Pokemon, which go if one had shielded. So, well, moving on to the next battle, I was paired with Mishi 025. So this is my rank 18 battles. But the next video will still be Great League, because I'll be showing off some battles before the required number of wins to reach rank 19. But well, okay. Going back to the battle, the lead was the same. Mirror fight, Pelipper. I landed a Shadow Ball on that Pelipper because she stayed, and I just think Jellicent will be better off with her Pelipper, and my Pelipper should be going off against one of her Pokemon that is hopefully a fire or rock type, because they will be weak to my Pelipper's Weather Ball, or rather my Weather Ball will do super effective damage, but on this case it will do neutral damage to my rather resisted, because I forgot Celebi's part grass type. But okay, I got a first shield. Did she just stop that I was planning to bait? Okay. But anyway, this Dragon Claw will do resisted damage, and I took out the shiny Celebi there. I didn't get why she shielded the resisted Weather Ball. But now she also ran a Flygon. Sorry, Umbreon. My Flygon is in a good situation here because this Dragon Claw will just keep on coming. Okay, so she ran Pelipper, Umbreon, and Celebi. Okay. So Psychic and Grass, and Pelipper, Water and Flying, which is double weak to Electric, and Psychic and Dark are still good because the Dark covers the Ghost and Dark weakness of Psychic, and Celebi should cover the fighting weakness of Umbreon. Okay, that was a pretty interesting team. A pretty interesting team. But now my Flygon is still holding on to more Dragon Claws, because I was able to shield her previous foul place, and maybe now I can tank this. But I'll now come back to my Jellicent, which had loaded energy, and Shadow Ball should finish this fight. Nonetheless, that was a good game to my opponent, as I take the win there. Okay, now let's go to the third battle. I was paired with a Blastoise in the lead. Rather, I was paired with 444 Angel, and I decided to switch back to my best team at that time. But statistically not, because I have other potential best team combinations. But I went back with my Azumarill, and it's going to take an Hydro Cannon to the Blastoise, and I respond with Ice Beam, which sadly will be resisted. But let's see later if my Galarian Stunfisk and Altaria can help out in Azumarill's other opponents. And also, by the way, this third battle and fourth battle will be the same, which has my Azumarill team. But in the fifth battle, I'll be changing it back to Flygon and Jellicent. But I decided to replace Pelipper that time with another Pokemon that I've used before. So, hope you guys stay tuned to the last battle. So now I switch back to my Galarian Stunfisk, and hopefully be able to land the Rock Slide to my to the opponent's Blastoise. And of course, by this time all shields are used up, and good thing he switched. Oh, okay. This is the 30-second switch timer period. So I land a Sky Attack to the Sudowoodo, which he obviously did switch out to Rock Slide my Altaria down. But that's totally fine because Azumarill will get some farm to charge the Ice Beam in preparation for a win. Yes, because my opponent rather, decided to forfeit that time. So it's another good game, another win for me. But this next battle will be more interesting. And Grass Knot it is, massively resisted, and I was able to get the Sky Attack onto his switch, which will be a Whiscash. Okay, so I just have to shield a potential Blizzard from this Whiscash, otherwise I will be okay. And I got a switch timer off to go back to my Azumarill. Okay, I decide to let this go. Okay, I even resisted the attack with Water Pulse. But now Serperior will launch another Grass Knot, and this will be an even shield situation. So now charging to this Ice Beam to get that second shield, or taking the Serperior out, which is, I'd say, better, because this Whiscash will have to take another potential Ice Beam. Okay, so it's now his last Pokemon that will be shielded, and it's a Greninja. So this is all looking good for me now. Nice Slash, and even Surf will be resisted by my Azumarill, and I will just get to this last Ice Beam. I will switch out now to Altaria and finish it off with continuous Dragon Pulse and Sky Attack. Okay, I just let the Greninja farm, but my Galarian Stunfisk is still in good shape. I'll have to use my last shield now, and it's all up to my charge move. Okay, that was a Surf bait, and I shielded an Aerial Ace instead. So getting off this last Rock Slide to finish the match. That's another good game to my opponent. Still very well played. Now finally, getting on to this last battle, I was paired with Vatos Portos. And let's see what team I will be using. Oh yes, on this 5th battle, I went back to my Flygon as a lead. And seeing as my Pelipper getting usually countered by another water type as well, I've decided to switch to my Porygon 2 to get the neutral Tri-Attack, but aiming for that secondary effect, which I did get on this Drifblim. But in return, I got hit by an Icy Wind, which will guarantee to lower my attack stat, while this Tri-Attack will still be massively resisted. Yes, and even non-ghost types could resist Tri-Attack, because for the likes of Probopass or Bastiodon, they massively resist Tri-Attack. But at least now I got paired to a Drifblim, in which I was able to get that switch off again, and my Flygon will now get to a Dragon Claw to take the Drifblim out. So that was an interesting play for my opponent to not shield the Dragon Claw, because that's still a lot of health for that Drifblim. and he could have potentially hit me with an icy wind because my dragon typing and ground will be taking a lot of damage from ice attacks. So, well, I guess misplays happen all the time. And now it's off to my Jellicent against a grass type. Will I able to pull this off? Okay. Okay, that's back-to-back seed bombs. I might be in a losing situation here. But let's see if I can get the shadow ball off. Okay, I do. Okay. I do note I need to get to one more shadow ball to close off the match. And yes, that was a sack swap. I made the correct call or timing for the third seed bomb that would have hit me, but good thing Porygon 2 was there to take in the damage. And the shadow ball goes through, and it's now just the Beedrill, which the Beedrill hits me with the Drill Run. Let's see how much damage. Oh, it was a Fell Stinger. Okay, I got this. This is a good game. Shadow Ball is just what you need for this situation. And I got it. Okay, there's a bit of lag there, but it's all over. Good game to my opponent. So if you do like this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you want to see more battles and discussion videos. Thank you guys, and I'll see you all again soon.